Hello guys, welcome back to Techie Druid. Milan here. In today's video, I am going to show you how to play PlayStation 3 games on your Windows PC using RPCS3 emulator. RPCS3 is one of the best PS3 emulators available for PC. It's free and open source PlayStation 3 emulator, and with the right setup, you can play many PS3 games directly on your computer. But because PlayStation 3 emulation is more complicated than older console emulation, you need to set it up properly. Otherwise, you may face problems like black screen, low FPS, game crashes, controller not working, or missing firmware errors. So in this video, I'll show you the full process step by step. We'll download RPCS3, install the required files, install the official PS3 firmware, add PS3 games, install game updates, configure the controller, apply the best settings, and finally run the game. Before we begin, one important disclaimer. This video is only for educational purposes. RPCS3 is legal, but you should only use PS3 games that you legally own. I'll not provide any pirated game download links. For the best and safest results, use your own dumped PS3 discs or your own legally owned digital games. Now let's start. First, open your browser and go to the official RPCS3 website. You'll find the link in the description. Once the page opens, go to the download section and download the Windows version. Make sure you download the correct x64 version for Windows. RPCS3 comes as compressed file, so after downloading it, go to your downloads folder or wherever you saved the file. Right-click on RPCS3 compressed file and choose extract. Once the extraction is complete, you will get a normal folder containing the RPCS3 emulator files. Now open that folder. Inside, you will see many files, but the main file you need is the RPCS3 application file. This is the file that launches the emulator. But before opening it, we should install one important requirement. RPCS3 needs Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable to work properly on Windows. On the RPCS3 website, you'll find a link for Visual C++. Download it from there. Once downloaded, open the Visual C++ installer. Continue with the installation and finish the setup. After Visual C++ is installed, go back to RPCS3 folder and double-click the RPCS3 application. When you open it for the first time, you'll see a welcome window. Here, you can uncheck Show at Startup if you don't want to see this window every time. Then tick the option that says you have read the Quick Start Guide. You can also enable the dark theme if you want. Click Continue. Now RPCS3 will open, but at this point, it's not fully ready yet. The next important step is installing the PS3 firmware. This firmware is required because RPCS3 needs the official PlayStation 3 system software to run PS3 games properly. The good thing is that we can download the official PS3 firmware directly from Sony's website. So open your browser and go to the official PS3 system software update page. I'll put the link in the description. On that page, look for the option to update using a computer. Click this button to download the firmware file. Sometimes, depending on the browser, the download button may not work properly. If that happens, right-click on the download button, copy the link address, and paste it into a new browser tab and press enter. Then the PS3 update.pup firmware file should start downloading. Once the firmware is downloaded, go back to RPCS3. At the top left, click File and then click Install Firmware. Now select the PS3 update.pup file that you downloaded from the PlayStation website. If you don't see the file, change the file type option to All Files and then select the firmware file. After selecting it, RPCS3 will install the firmware. You may see a compiling PPU modules window. Just wait for the process to complete. This may take some time depending on your CPU speed. Once it's done, your RPCS3 emulator is ready for adding games. Now let's talk about adding games. Make sure you only use games that you legally own. Don't download random PS3 games from the internet because that can be illegal and unsafe. For the best and safest method, use your own dumped PS3 game files. First, open the RPCS3 folder on your PC. Inside the main RPCS3 folder, you should see a folder named Games. This folder is created by the emulator, and this is where we can keep our ISO game files. Now copy your PS3 game ISO files and paste them inside that games folder. Depending on the game size and your storage speed, this may take some time, so wait until the copy process is fully completed. Once your ISO files are inside the games folder, go back to RPCS3 and click the refresh button. The game should now appear in the emulator list. Now let's move to the game updates. When you add a game in RPCS3, you may see a message saying that an update is available. These updates are the official game updates that were originally released for PS3 games. Installing them is important because many updates fix bugs, improve compatibility, and sometimes improve performance. One popular way to find PS3 game updates is by using a tool like Rusty PSN. In the video description, I'll provide the official GitHub page for this tool. From here, you can download the tool. After downloading Rusty PSN, extract the zip file. Then open the folder and run the Rusty PSN application. Inside Rusty PSN, first open the settings by clicking the gear icon. Choose a download folder where game updates will be saved. You can keep it inside your RPCS3 folder to stay organized. Now go back to RPCS3, right click on the game you want to update, choose copy info, then click copy serial. Now go back to Rusty PSN. Paste the serial number into the search box and click search for updates. If updates are available, Rusty PSN will list them. Download all the updates shown for your game. If you have more games that also show available updates, repeat the same process for those games as well. Once the updates are downloaded, go back to RPCS3, click File and choose Install Packages option. Go to the folder where the updates were downloaded. Select the update PKG files. After selecting them, click Open and then click Install. Once the installation is finished, the game should now be updated and RPCS3 should no longer show that update message. Now comes one of the most important parts, that is the settings. RPCS3 is not like a normal PC game launcher, where one settings works perfectly fine for every game. PS3 emulation is very complex because the PS3 had unique hardware, especially the cell processor. Because of this, different games may need different settings for the best performance and stability. The best place to find game-specific settings is the RPCS3 wiki and compatibility pages. RPCS3 has an official compatibility list, and the compatibility status for specific games can change over time as the emulator improves. So before playing a game, always check the RPCS3 compatibility page for that specific game. Open the RPCS3 wiki or compatibility page, search for your game, and check the recommended settings. Some games may work fine with default settings, while others may need specific CPU, GPU, or advanced settings. To apply custom settings for a game, right-click the game in RPCS3 and choose Create Custom Configuration from Global Settings. This is better than changing the global settings for every game. When you create a custom configuration, The changes apply only to that specific game. So, if one game needs special settings, it won't affect your other games. Now carefully match the settings recommended on the wiki. For examples, some games may need specific SPU settings, some may need specific renderer, and some may need certain advanced options enabled or disabled. Don't randomly change everything. Only change the settings that are recommended for your game. So always check the game's wiki page before making changes. Now let's talk about patches. RPCS3 also supports game patches. These are special emulator patches that can improve or modify how some games run. For example, some patches can unlock the frame rate, improve performance, fix graphical issues, add widescreen or ultra-wide support, or disable certain effects that cause problems. To access patches, right-click on your game and choose Manage Game Patches. When you open this for the first time, RPCS3 may ask you to download or update the patch list. Click Yes. After that, check what patches are available for your game. Enable only the patches you actually need. For example, if you want 60 FPS and a game has 60 FPS patch, you can enable it. After selecting the patch, click Apply, then click Save. The next time you start the game, the patch should be active. Now we need to set up the controller. To configure control in RPCS3, click the Pads button at the top. Here you can configure your keyboard, Xbox controller, PlayStation controller, or third-party controllers. If you are using a PlayStation controller, you can select the correct handler for DualShock or DualSense depending on what you are using. If you are using an Xbox controller or a normal third-party controller, choose X input. After selecting X input, RPCS3 should automatically detect and map your controller. You can still manually change any button if you want. Just click on the button you want to change, then press the correct button on your controller. If you want to play local multiplayer, go to Player 2 tab and configure the second controller in the same way. Once everything is configured, click Save. Now your emulator is ready to launch the game. To start a game, simply double-click on it in RPCS3. The first time you launch a game, RPCS3 may compile PPU modules. This is normal. The first launch can take some time depending on your CPU and the game size. After the first launch, the game should start faster next time. Now let's quickly talk about performance. PS3 emulation is more CPU heavy than many people expect. Even if you have good graphics card, your CPU matters a lot in RPCS3. So performance will depend heavily on your PC specifications and the game you are trying to run. If a game is lagging, don't immediately think the emulator is bad. First, check the game compatibility page. Some games run perfectly, some are playable with minor issues, and some games still have problems. Also, make sure your laptop is plugged in, Windows Power Mode is set to performance, and the game has the correct custom settings from the RPCS3 wiki. If you are using a gaming laptop, also make sure the emulator is running on a dedicated GPU and not integrated graphics. You can check this from Windows graphics settings or from your GPU control panel. So that's how you can download, install, and set up RPCS3 on a Windows PC. I hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Techie Druid for more PC, emulator, Windows, Android, and gaming tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.